It's been hours that we've been standing here, and no sign of the chief of director from anywhere. At least you should have come and tell us what to do next. Eh? I don't want, after wasting this much of your time now, still yet we will still redesign some things and fix some engineering. You should come now, let's do this. The earlier the better. We need to get this production to start going by now. What is he doing? Maybe he's still in touch with the headquarters. Your own is much better. Maybe he can decide to keep the old sequoia design. And for me, I'll still carry on with the assembly parts and all those stuff. Anyway, what you said is a good thing, but it will be a fine thing if you can check on him and also remind him that we are still waiting for him though. Alright, let me go and check on him. Let me go and remind him that we are still waiting for him. Alright, hold on, I'm coming. Hello, sir. Good afternoon. What's the matter? You didn't even knock before coming inside. Sorry, sir. I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry, sir. Make sure no one knows about this. Make sure. And what brought you here? It's been hours that we've been waiting for you. No response from you. If we should update the sequoia design or keep the old Toyota Square design. So it's been long, so I decided to come and check if you are like doing something like that. Okay, see what's going to happen here. I made a call from the headquarters, so they said that we are keeping the old design, the old copy. So we'll be keeping the old design for now, and nothing must be upload, just same quality, same everything. Nothing will change much for the 2026 Toyota Square. So I think it's a win for you. So and it's such a win for the engineer. Yes, for the overall engineer. So tell him that the assembling teams should begin the assembly. Nothing much will change for this year. And remember not to tell anyone about this. Hey bro, good news. From the board of director, he said that he's contacted the headquarters, so nothing much will really change. You understand? So for design, nothing much will change for me, but for you, just a few things. You understand? But you say that you guys should carry on with the assembly. Good luck. I said it. Yours is the best. Anyway, let me and my team go on with the work. So guys, let's start with it. It is what it is. Alright my people, welcome back to the channel, the Duke of SCV. You guys have heard it from them now, the Toyota Square management. Okay, first of all, I just want to say something about this Sequoia. This Sequoia is a full-time three-row family SUV, and is a this thing is in the same range, or let me say, and yeah, same range with the BMW X7, Lexus LOS, Mercedes GLOS. Those ones I've reviewed so far on my channel, yes. And again, Honda Pilot. But at one stage, this Sequoia is much more bigger than the Honda Pilot. The Honda Pilot, I should say that, is on par with the Highlander, but due to the Honda itself doesn't have much of all these SUV. So I think Honda Pilot is the ultimate family SUV for the Hondas. But with this now, this Toyota Square is a full-time three-row family SUV. Forget like any other SUV you are seeing there, that's like something like the Highlander or so. It's just a mid-size budget, but for this Sequoia, it's a full-time three-row family SUV. So what am I seeing now? Okay, coming to this Toyota Sequoia now. Looking at this design, all of us can agree that this is a full-time beautiful SUV to be with this rugged design, and this design has been around since 2020, 2023, 2025, 2026, and this is 2026 model. Almost five, in fact, 5 years now. Let me say, okay, almost 5 years now, and still it looks up to date. You understand? Like seeing the vehicle now, you guys could agree with me, it still look up to date. Not just that, and few changes have been applied to it every year by year, but not significant, but just few. For instance, let's use the headlight. This headlight now is a full-time LED projector headlight, which is also crystallized. Yes, it's a crystal beam as well. And anyway, you do have up to 6 trims. SR5, limited, yes, limited, platinum, 1796 or 1794, sorry, and capstone. And I believe that I'm missing one other brand, like one other trim, but anyway, they are just six. But from that limited up, you'll be getting this type of LED headlight and your fog light as well. Yes, and we do have the off-road, yes, the off-road trim, which is the overray. And I do want to say something about this powertrain, or let me say this Toyota Sequoia. The Toyota Sequoia is fitted with iForce Max 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 engine, capable of producing 437 horsepower, and is paired to a 10-speed transmission and all-wheel drive. Oh God, come on. Why are Toyotas doing like this? Toyota and Lexus are doing these things nowadays. Why are they fitting this three-row family SUV with 10 speed? It doesn't make sense. And once again, like I keep saying it, Toyota and Lexus are dealing with their liability stuff. Like their liability rating, they are dealing with it. And they are dealing with it by this turbo engine. This turbo and the transmission as well. Honestly, I don't know where you are watching from it, but anywhere, like majority of the world, apart from, let me say, Japan, mainly Japanese and the Americans, yes, because Europe doesn't drive Toyota that much, except from the Africans. They are tampering with the reliability nowadays. I know some of you may doubt me, but this is it. They are tampering with it. This is a three-wheel family SUV. There is no need of 10-speed transmission. Just 8 speed is okay. I'm not saying that that is not reliable, but in terms of the reliability, in fact, I'm just giving it a 50% reliability. The Toyota, I don't know what they're doing nowadays, but anyway, with time, all of us will still see that. We still see what I'm trying to say. We do copy, but moving further from the vehicle, it is also, I've said the powertrain, powered by 3.5 liter iForce mass engine, twin turbo V6 engine as well. Again, is the exterior of this vehicle. Even though it's been around since 2022, 2023, I'm in love with this exterior design, and without much further anything, I doesn't have issue with it. And in case if you are owning if you have the 2022 or 2023 model, I don't see, and it's been serving you. Yes, I just came into the channel news, so this is the first review of my Toyota Supra, so I don't know how further the past ones. But if you have it, there's no need of migrating to the 2026 or 2025 model because they are still all the same thing with just a few minor changes that doesn't bother much self. But if you are like coming into the channel new and seeing this onto you and you feel like you want to get to that square, then I think I'll be suggesting the 2025 model for you. The reason is that also the trunk, but I'll get to that later. Um, okay now, even at the rear of this vehicle, apart from the front headlight, which is also beautiful, and this headlight will be costly as as it is crystallized LED, it will be costly. So don't expect that low budget headlight from Toyota. No, but true the headlight does what it. And same thing comes to the LED rear lights. The LED brake lights and turn signal and your reversing lights, which are also sequential. And one thing is that I want to say about that 2025. The 2025 trunk capacity is much more bigger than the 2026. With the third row seat sitting up by the 2025, you don't come with 20 cubic feet, but for the 2026, you are only having 11, which is big, something of a big change. You understand? And with your third row seat folded down electronically, you'll be having a 49 cubic feet. They are the same thing, 49 cubic feet for the 2025 and 30 cubic feet for the 2024. Sorry, for the 2025. And this 2025 is hybrid. Yes, I think it's cause of it that it's like that. I think it's cause of it. Then going further in leveling all those seats, then you'll be having a 87 cubic feet for the 2025 and 85 cubic feet for the 2026. So no slight change. But when it comes to the third row seat up and second row seat down, the 2025 is by far um the most advantageous in that trim. But anyway, it's not still not a bad thing. Maybe there's the roof rail in it. Yes, you can fit all your luggages above the roof, or maybe you can tow. I don't know, but they just keep it like that. Another thing I do love about this vehicle is the interior. Yes, seeing the interior of this vehicle, apart from the SR5 and Limited, the upward will be giving you the real leather seating. Yes, and semi-aniline, but that will be optional. But the standard platinum upward will be giving you the full-time leather seat, which is also a beautiful thing. It does come with 14-way power adjusting with massaging and thigh extension with your 3-way person memory seat. Seeing the technology features of this vehicle, let's start from the um, cluster gauge. I still love how the Toyota Lexus and Honda are still keeping to this separate infotainment screen display and cluster gauge, which are also digital on their own. You understand? I do love how they put it like this, but not the rest that are full, like the rest that are like plasma, are still okay. But to me, I think I do prefer this one much more than that. I don't know how about you. And coming to the infotainment screen display, it is 14-inch of course and normal um Toyota engine system, which is also featuring a 14 speaker JBL sound system. I think you can upgrade it furthermore if you want. And there's another thing that I do love in this vehicle. What is that? It is much analog. Yes, it's much analog. Not everything is being integrated in the screen. Take example for the 3-zone climate control. You can see the buttons here that you can change it via the buttons that is aligned on the dashboard, and your volume knob, which you can also see there. And another thing is the drive mode controllers, which is around that gear shifter. Yes, this is not an electronic gear shifter but a traditional gear shifter for the 1794. Kudos to Sequoia. I do love how they still put these seats, sorry, these gear shifters to be mainly stick. So it does feel kind of like it does feel kind of satisfying when having that stick gear shifter. around them. And those your drive controls as well as I'm saying will be button, yes, so like analogically controlled via button and switch. And your parking brake and brake hold will be your normal electronics. Another thing to say about this vehicle is the storage. Being a full-time family SUV, the center console is much more bigger than any other of its kind in the Toyota lineup. Do you copy? So unless the trucks, unless the pickups like Tacoma or Tundra, but in terms of this family SUV, I think the Sequoia did a good job over there. And so is the same thing with the this thing. So is the same thing with the some of the technology package, but no, seeing the how will I say it now, the wireless phone charging, I don't think it can fit every phone. I think they did this on purpose. So to still enforce the use of cigarette lighter charger and USB cables. Unless you're having a smaller phone that is compatible to wireless phone charging, then you can use it. Coming to the second row of this vehicle, sorry, I mean um interior rear view camera of this interior rear view mirror of this is will be camera powered as well. Not only that, even the rear view camera will be 360-degree with your active trajectory equipped in it. You do have your panoramic sunroof, which is also a beautiful thing to have in this Toyota Sequoia. Not minding the type of price it is. Then coming to the second row seat, one thing I do want to say about the second row seat is that um the the seat, not the backrest, the seat like the butt seat itself can be adjusted in a way. It is just fixed in one certain position, which I think that for them to do that to do that kind of a thing, they must have calculated the size of each and every one of us to fit comfortably in it. And from the view that I can see here, I don't see much trouble. It is what they are designed for it to do. And another thing is that the backrests are also reclinable and alignable for your own good, or let me see, comfortability. And the captain chair, of course, which in the middle you do have your two cup holders, not only there but on your door storage as well, like your door panel, there's much storage as well. Your climate control in the middle, which is also independently controlled and much more analogically put. I do love that. It's much more button control. I do love that. Coming to the third row seat, third row seat won't be much as comfortable as that, because the reason is that there is no thigh support. Yes, what makes every seat comfortable is the thigh. When the thigh is not comfortable, then that sitting or anywhere is stressed out already. So I can't see that support there. So I don't think this will be comfortable for much adults, unless for children. You understand? I don't think it will be much comfortable. And the reason for that is that they say that they are no longer independent suspension boards combined due to the hybrid battery that is underneath that sitting space. I think that's the reason. But anyway, Toyota Sequoia should have known that this is a three-row family SUV and should be much more um, comfortable for everybody to fit in. This hybrid should be, I don't know, but they should have found a way and make it more comfortable. You know what I mean? Or maybe in this case, they have the optional bench seating for that second row seat. So if you know if you look at your own side and know that you have much more family than that, you can option for that bench seating. It will be much more okay than that capstan chair, and no better seating for the third row. But anyway, that's just I just that's this is how I just see it for this Toyota Sequoia. It's not too good, or sorry, it's not too bad in any of these, but in all cases I don't think your own situation is my own situation, but depends on your own family issue. That's why some people do contact me and ask me some various questions, which I'm always happy to share it with them. And maybe if you don't have much of a family like that, you can go for it. If you don't, you can. But in comparison, I say that the BMW X7 and the Mercedes GLS are much more comfortable than the sequoia. I don't know. Yes, even in the same rating as the engine, I say engine and gearbox, I would say that the Mercedes is much more reliable than the Toyota. I have my reasons. You may not know that when times comes, you understand where I'm going to. Toyota and Lexus are tampering with their liability, and I don't know what much to say to it. And trust me, when I see the ones that will last longer in those vehicles, I will send tell you. Do you copy? But anyway, that's all for today's video, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and please, if you are watching this far, don't forget to like, follow, and comment. And with it, we'll be improving. Thank you guys once again. See you in another video.